deck. For the man of the sea, not the man that you see when you see him away from the sea. The sea is not the man that you see on the land, or the land you never seen on the sea. Now if our cook's lady only knew the things her husband makes us chew, she'd never stoop to bear his name, 'cause the way he feeds us is a shame. Now at home he makes such nice meat pies, treat for any sailor's eyes. From the galley he serves up something nasty, there to call it Cornish pasty. For the man of the sea is not the man that you see when you see him away from the sea. The sea is not the man that you see on the land, or the land you've never seen on the sea. Now if the sailor's lady only knew the things her husband gets up to, she'd never stoop to bear his neck, 'cause the way he keeps her is a shame. When back from sea by her side, it won't do his loving cry. But once he gets away from home, his eyes will very quickly roam. The man of the sea is not the man that you see when you see him away from the sea. The seaman's not the man that you see on the land, or the land you've never seen on the sea. All right. Thank you. And that's the kind of fun we had on Groton Night Live.
Thanks, Mr. Wilson. I'll refrain from being Dennis for nice. The centerpieces were brought to you by Mr. and Mrs. Richard. Thank you. And it is my distinguished privilege to give them away. There's a deck of cards on your table. You need to open up the deck of cards. Remove the jokers. Once you've got the card deck open, shuffle the deck and deal cards till everybody has cards and you have no cards in the deck. So everybody gets a card and you keep dealing until there's no cards left to deal. All the cards must go. You must deal all of the cards to everybody at the table.
I think I'm doing it right. What do you guys think? Yeah?
You're good, but not
all right.
Good job, Jake.
Kids can play, everybody plays.
And it's out there because they gave it to me as my going away place. Did you want to?
Everybody gets all the cards. Here we go. Deal all the cards.
Robert. McNeely.
And that's what it's under on Facebook?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can tell how often he does the boxing attack.
Wow. Is he? He's never done a game.
He's never going to be a blackjack player.
Never show your hand.
I don't know. No, he's the heck I am. Never going to make it philosophers, you know?
Give the cards out to everybody. Once you get your cards, please hold them close to your vest.
Fred's back. Photographer man.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Norman Etkin.
From your best poker hand.
What do you got? Wow, that's a strong hand.
Okay. I heard there's better around here.
You got a bluff.
5 cards.
All right, I'm going to pick 4 aces.
The best 5 cards.
Norm's cheating.
Best 5 cards.
My best 5 cards.
Right there. Coop.
What? I don't know.
Who's got it? You got aces and 8s.
I don't know.
With the queen kicker.
I have a pair. 8s, 6s.
Tens and ace.
Honestly, whoever wants it.
Bill Bush.
I have a pair of tens. I have a
That's a good hand right
Yeah,
there.
not bad, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, every day.
This table, whoever has the Queen of Hearts. This table is the Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Gotta have the Queen of Hearts.
You guys all dealt out?
Draw or something. Decide who
Okay. You ready? You want that? Anybody got the ready for round?
Wait a minute, you got these cards. I had 4 10s.
Where's your table? All right, we're gonna play some games. What do you got? We got a straight. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We got a straight. We got a straight. You're done. All right, you guys done here? All right. How about this table? What do you got? Who's got the Queen of Hearts here? Who's got the Queen of Hearts here? For those who finished your cards and the winner is chosen, please get your dessert at the dessert table at this time. We got strawberry shortcake and New York cheesecake.
Give me a goddamn microphone. This shit is not going to be good. I will tell you.
Okay. If you were a USS Groton sailor, we'll have a photo of all USS Groton sailors up front at this time, please. Groton sailors.
They're not open today, but
We're near the front.
If you're a Groton sailor and you're here tonight, please come to the front.
By the way, Bob,
Somebody wants to pick
Jay
your-
Fowler.
How you doing? Good. Bob? Thank God you didn't close MS1 and MS2. Thank you very much.
I was there.
MC and E.
let's do this.
Let's do this. All right, where's the
MC.
Russian Rob's back?
Jay.
What? Oh,
God damn it, it's Russian song. Jay, don't break stage.
all right.
Holy shit.
My middle initial is H.
Goddamn stage is just like ridiculous.
There's only.
Hey, if Dickie Substance here, we'd have to put his little ass on the line.
I'm getting scared, I'll be honest. Yes, Jay.
Yeah, I know.
They're trying to swing very well.
If you walk off to the side,
Yeah, something's got to hide in the skirt. Right here.
Back at you.
Why are you so tall?
You may be
Who had the 3
Shake a leg, gentlemen.
Everyone say Victor 3.
Alright, we got a few
Shoot. Wendy, shoot.
It's the IC game.
Shoot.
The stage is going to collapse.
Move back. Take a couple pictures if you have.
Let's be fair, none of us are 20 anymore.
Oh shit.
Give or take 40, you're right. Yeah.
Who's gonna panoramic? I do radio. Alright, after they're done, I'm gonna do a panoramic. It's gonna take about 10 seconds. You guys will move on.
Hold on.
I'm sure it's good.
You have to behave for 10 minutes? Oh my god.
Stay where you are.
Like another grill.
Yeah, we're taking a picture of them taking us a picture.
Professional. Oh, don't say that. God.
You got 4 bitch books in there to prove it.
So what you're saying is...
Somebody play.
Oh, goddamn, real good. Okay, let's go.
Wendy. Wendy. Take pictures.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Wait.
Jay is literally sweating on my shoulder.
Take pictures.
Billy.
I feel your pain.
Gotta go low, man. My niece says, oh, hell.
Everybody has to stand still for at least 15 seconds.
Next stop. Stay still.
All right, 2 more weeks again now. Wait, I'd like to do this in panoramic. Can we do it again?
Everybody do a 180. Let's do it again.
There we go.
There we go. Stand still.
One more.
Stand still.
One more. Just because you asked for it.
Got them not going again.
Start over.
You don't want to see the flags. Joe Collins is seen.
We got back.
Plank owners. Hey everybody. Plank owners.
They fell on him. He broke his collarbone.
But freaking yeah, but he didn't hold it.
Plank owners. Please come off the stage. Plank owners. Please come off the stage. All plank owners, please come back to the stage. All plank owners, please stay at the stage. We're going to have one more picture with all plank owners. Last call for plank owners. Last call for plank owners. Good evening.
Okay, the first one. That first, yeah, that first one's better. Yeah, all right, hold on.
So, do you feel like you got pictures of everybody so far?
Yeah, I didn't get pictures of all of us. That was in it. I wasn't going to miss that.
That's good. That's very good. I got a good picture of what I think is everybody. Let's see what you got.
Wow, check it out.
Hey, can I have your attention, please? And yes, I can talk very loud. So, I gotta say this final sea story. So,
It's very nice.
I was the longest serving plank owner on the USS Groton. 2,250 days.
Great.
So, I got the plaque with all the plank owner names on it. Anyways, so this story begins at Dave Garcia.
Guys are
during
getting old,
a
aren't
beer
they?
softball game. And so after having a few beers, I decided that I had to use the facilities. But there weren't any around. But there were a lot of palm trees. So as I decided, and any little kids, parents, please cover their ears. So I decided to use a palm tree, and during that episode, somebody grabbed the camera off the bleachers, who happened to be the XO's camera, and took a picture of me. Do you remember it? So one day on the below decks watch, and he's in the wardroom, and he's discussing a picture on his camera that shows an arm with a tattoo. It was my tattoo. So I apologize. And I don't remember, I don't know why you would have remembered that, but we're older, so I just wanted to apologize to you for that. That's absolutely right. It took me 40 years to commit it.
I've got pictures in the album of our valiant XO waiting to appear.
Squeeze in.
Squeak, wait a minute, you're asking a lot. No, I'm asking a lot.
I didn't say
I probably should go join them. What year are they
You
doing?
should go.
What year are they doing?
Everybody that was with Larry.
Okay,
Get
yeah.
up there.
Hey, all I can say now is flying squirrel.
Wait, hey, Joe. That guy's going off the stage. Get down
Larry, remember those Hooters girls that showed up with the ear? The Hooters girls that showed up with the ear? I didn't hear about that. The ones that showed up in Groton.
Flying squirrel. Flying squirrel.
Bad haircut. 1, 2, 3.
Bad haircut.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do that one again.
Bad haircut.
It's mine!
Hey, we would love you. We would not love you.
I know that!
I thought it was a squirrel.
That was that crew served under Captain Davis.
I was telling him. Everybody got here. Dude, they get float out.
Can I have your attention, please? What we're going to do right now is short take about 30 seconds. So we'll just hold on a minute to quiet down a little bit. Senior Chief Woodward is being inducted into the Holland Club for the submarine veterans. His background is he was on 8 submarines, 6 diesels, and 2 nuclear submarines. He was on the Harder, the Van Steuben, the Trigger, the Chevo, Clamagore, these diesel boats. That's not a diesel boat. Tyrone and Senate, and then the USS Groton, and he's a plank owner on the Groton. His shore duty was Fleet Training Center Charleston and Submarine Repair Facility Subbase Groton, Connecticut, of course. His last ship was the USS Groton, where he served out his career as chief of the boat and command master chief. The presentation for him comes from the U.S. Submarine Veterans, the Holland Club membership. It's presented to Grover C. Woodward III, whereas having been designated qualified submarines for more than 50 years and a member of the U.S. Submarine Veterans in good standing for a period required, U.S. Submarine Veterans is extremely proud to bestow upon you membership in the Holland Club. Your induction into the Holland Club is a testimony of your years of honorable and faithful service to the Navy and the Submarine Force, granted this 11th day of April 2018, qualified submarines, 1962, USS Harder. Thank you for the moment. It is now time for karaoke. If you have a request, bring them up to the DJ. Karaoke, yes. This is multi-facet entertainment tonight.
I don't know how to Right. Where's everybody in between?
Is this your jacket?
Yes, it is.
Can you show on Facebook Live what your jacket's all about?
I cannot believe I'm the only one that's run some jacket.
Now, you and I were on board at the same time.
Right. But I combined both med runs on there.
Right. It's very nice.
Because I was too cheap to buy two separate ones.
How did you happen to keep it in such good condition after all these years?
I can't tell you on Facebook Live. No, I moved around a lot and we just kept it packed away.
And what about the front? I recognize almost all these ports. Italy, Turkey, France, what's that? Gibraltar, Israel.
And Greece.
Greece.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we went to Crete, right? We went to Crete?
Crete, yeah. So on the front, what I did was I just took the boat captains.
It's very nice. Now, what division were you in?
IC.
You're IC man?
Yeah.
Okay. I was a new PT.
Right.
So I didn't see daylight, so...
Yep. I was IC. It was me, Bud Cotter, Bud Dillard, Jody Kretzmer, and then there was a couple after us too. So.
Right. I noticed your jacket when I first came in today, when there's hardly anyone here.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wondered whose jacket that was. I've been wanting to catch up with you all evening.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. Well, now we shared it with everybody on Facebook.
Right, the kids always ask me, why do you keep that? Well, you have to keep it.
Oh, you have to. You have to.
Yep.
You know, someday when we're all old, we're really going to like this.
That's right.
How old are you now, bud?
45.
45?
Yeah.
So
I
you're
was
still...
18 when I went on board.
You're right. I'll be turning 50 this summer.
Wow.
You're younger than I am.
A little bit.
Yeah, some of these plank owners are telling me they got kids my age.
Yeah, well, I joined at 17.
Right.
So I was literally like 18 and a half when I reported to the boat.
Right. Did you go through the delayed entry program?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
so did I.
I would have come in at 16, but Mom wouldn't let me graduate a year early. So.
Right. I joined at 17. I graduated high school, still 17.
Yep.
And the Navy said, you can go if your mom signs the waiver.
Yep.
And I said, hell no, that ain't going to happen.
Oh, no, my mom was more than happy. Well, I graduated at 17.
I did too.
And I was on a plane 6 days later.
I waited till I turned 18 in August.
Yeah, that's when mine was.
And then I went to boot camp 3 days after I turned 18.
Yeah, August what?
3rd.
Mine's 21st. Yep.
So it's, you know what it's like when you're the youngest one.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, you're still wet behind the ears.
Oh, I know, but you grow up quick. I mean, just listening to these stories and everything, you just...
Now, is this youngster with you?
This is my son. This is Zach.
Hi. And that's his mom?
that's my girlfriend Belia.
Okay.
And then my sister's here somewhere. But
So what do you think about all these submarines? Pretty cool. Think you might want to join the Navy someday? Not for submarines. Maybe you'd be an air pilot or something like that. Navy pilot. That'd be cool. All right, I'll let you go in peace.
all right, thanks. Good to see you.
Doing Facebook Live. So guys all across the country can watch the video. They've been jumping in and jumping out. I did this last night for the reception, the Admiral's reception. About a dozen people were able to watch the reception who couldn't make it to the reunion. It's very nice. It's a lot of fun. I go up to people and they're like, they don't realize I'm recording them live. And I feel bad, you know, it's like, well, I don't want to deceive you. So I said, just so you know, doing Facebook Live, and they're like, it's kind of fun.
Make sure I comb my hair first.
Yeah, I got your story on Facebook Live. Yeah, I thought it was great. So you actually met Admiral Rickover.
Well, he tripped over me. I didn't exactly meet him.
Yeah, but that's next to holiness. Hey, Bob. You know, so you're kind of like one of those guys who are real close to the top.
One of the stories I thought about, because there was so many nukes here, I was this topside petty officer, being the torpedo man, right? And I had to go back and do a PMS on, there's a life raft back in the aft escape trunk, right? So I have to go, and one of the things you do is take those, you know, those little green glow sticks, all right? You swap those out for new ones, and they're still fine. Well, I'm walking forward, and I walk in front of maneuvering there, and they have out the magenta and yellow tape, all right, because they've got the door locked ajar,
right?
All right, and there's supposed to be a guy standing there. So idiots don't walk into the, you know, there's supposed to be somebody standing there.
Right.
So what I did is I took out one of those glow sticks, bent it, shook it up, and then cut the end off, poured it all over the floor. And then walked off. And then a nuke is going to go up and see this glowing green liquid all over the floor.
Right.
And they can't actually admit that somebody screwed up and there wasn't a watch there. Right. So they got to have a drill. And I just kept that. I kept it quiet for like 6 months as to what it was that I'd done.
All right. So there it is. This truth finally comes out 40 years later.
Yeah, there was because everybody knows that radioactive stuff doesn't glow in the dark, right?
Right.
But it was laying there and glowing in the dark, so they could have their drill about cleaning something up.
Oh, okay. That wouldn't have been the first time, I can assure you that. So tonight's confession night. Any other confessions you want to make?
No. I'm good.
So what are you doing now?
I work as a mechanical designer in a place
If you're interested in doing karaoke, come on up. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to play a little video for you here. Lyrics will show up on the screen for you. Get this started. This particular one is one that's very fine. As I said,
Should I spin it up?
All I know is that's all I
I have no idea. They look like they're enjoying themselves, though. They do indeed. I guess that's all that matters. We'll find out who they are later. Now, what years are these? Is this group? Do you know?
82 to 86.
82 to 86.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to get them all in one frame.
Are you still live?
Yeah. Got about 3 hours worth of live video. Sounds like good stories.
Oh yeah, there are more. He did not tell everything he should have told about the toga party because they watched Animal House 47 times.
Animal House 47 times.
And that's where the toga party came from.
The toga party, yeah.
And there was more to it than that, but that's, at least I got him to tell some of it. I mean, they literally threw the marbles. There were people in wherever they had it, standing on the balcony, and there were people underneath, and they were pouring beer from the balcony into the mouths of the guys below.
Oh, boy, that's bad.
It was not, I mean, they had a ball, but
The thing was in Perth somewhere, wasn't it?
Perth.
Oh, in Perth, Australia.
Now, you two claim these two?
Yeah, a long time. Yeah, many years.
So you're the better half of the other half.
Exactly.
The better half of the other half.
Exactly. For a long time. Are you still recording?
Well, I'll take it. Is Tuffy yours? Tuffy's yours? I like his vest he had on yesterday.
That was nice.
That was very nice.
I got the idea from some other fellows that were wearing them at Branson, went to Branson for the Veterans celebration one year, and got the idea from that. And then, you can order it online.
Right.
And then you order all your patches, and then you design it the way you want, where you want it to go. He put his in the order of the ships he was on.
Right.
And then on the back of it, they're also listed.
I saw that. It's very nice. I took video of his jacket.
Yeah, I remember that yesterday.
So he's on like 6 or more boats. Oh, we're testing
I should remember, but I don't.
A lot.
I don't know.
How many total years?
Well, he was on. Gosh, I hear him say these things, but nowadays just escapes me.
Right.
It's like 18. Can't be 18 trolls. 18 and a half years of him. Or he did 30 years.
30 years. Yeah.
But some of it was short, so.
Right.
And we did 30 years, but he was only on one submarine, but he was at Naval Reactors.
Wow.
And he met Rick over, and then he worked for Admiral McKee at Naval Reactors for 4 years.
See, I was a reactor operator. He was Naval Reactors. So if he came on board our ship, then he would have been looking at me.
Okay. Well, he's admin. He was a personnel man.
Okay.
And so he did, I don't even know what he did at Naval Reactors. All I know is that he worked for 3 or 4 captains who became admirals. And Admiral McKee. And it was very interesting place to work. And from there, he ended up, from there he went to the Fulton and then on to PSA in New London. And so he had about 15 detachments, so he went all around the PSDs and things. So we did a lot of things. He started out in Vietnam.
He started out in Vietnam. Now, was he drafted? Or was he...
He was in the process. He kept moving.
Right.
From New Jersey to New York to New Jersey, and then he finally enlisted in the Navy.
Enlisted Navy.
Yeah. He was not drafted, but
Right.
he was in that period.
Right. A lot of guys my age have relatives who were in during that time. The Vietnam era.
5 submarines.
5 submarines. That's pretty cool.
He was just on one.
He's counting up the patrols now. I asked him how many patrols.
How would you count them?
I don't know. Because they went out, well, when he was on FBMs, he was on, they would go out for 3 months and come home for 3 months.
That must have been.
So that would be 3 of them a year? No. 3. After 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so 2 a year.
Yep.
16 patrols.
16 patrols.
For 16 years.
Underway.
Underway, 16.
patrol?
16 years.
16 years underway.
45,000 patrols.
Yeah.
You gotta write this down, you know?
I know. You guys hide.
You make run.
Yeah, when he was out of Fast Attack, that's right, he was on 2 Fast Attacks. And one time he was on 2 at the same time. Because he was on Minneapolis St. Paul, getting ready to go out to sea. And the flyout on the George Washington went AWOL, so they called Tuffy in to work. We worked 24-hour days, so we worked one half of the day, one 12-hour shift on his own ship, and one on the George Washington to get it ready to go South America. I always thought he should have got 2 paychecks.
2 paychecks?
But he never did. When you don't get any sleep and you got to work.
Right.
2 boats.
Right. Do the work of 2 guys, you get 2 pay.
Those are Fast Attacks also. They don't go on patrols. They go on what they said runs.
Right.
They'll go out for 3 weeks, come home for 2 weeks. Go out for a month.
Unpredictable. You never know.
Yeah.
That's what happened on this one.
They have different generations. So they wrote that and people walked out.
All right, ladies, I enjoy talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you for what you're doing. It's
Well, we
very
got it recorded, so the story is permanent now.
That's great.
Good thing we got our facts straight. That's all I can say. Thank you. We'll catch up with you again later, baby.
Take care, Rob.
I got you earlier. You weren't looking, I got you. You weren't looking, you were on the stage, and I got you.
I saw you.
This poor woman, she's sitting by herself all evening.
I'm perfectly fine.
Right. Okay, we'll check on you, make sure.
I'll be honest.
Who's watching yours now?
Man, you need to wear some sunglasses. Well, what are you looking for? A sub base?
It's supposed to be some kind of monastery or something down here. The senator was telling us where.
Oh, I know where it's at.
Scenic spots. You know where it's at?
Oh, where they're going to put the Groton?
No, it's
a bar.
Some kind of peninsula. She was saying that there's a spot where you could sit there. There's like an old, like a church or a monastery. I can't find it.
No. Can't help you on that. I'm from Texas.
No.
Can't help you with that.
What part of Texas?
Down south of Dallas. Between Dallas and Houston.
Alright.
Down Waxahachie off of I-45.
I went out to Texas a lot.
I like it down there. I'm originally from Ohio. And I moved to Texas when I started driving truck.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to drive through there all the time.
Oh yeah, who'd you used to drive for?
Mud Van Lines.
Mud Van Lines. Oh.
It's been all over the whole country except for in every state except South Dakota.
Okay.
That's the only one I haven't been through.
I've been there. It's nice. You don't want to go there every day.
No.
Yeah, I bought my own truck about 2 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I really love it. Well, if I'm lucky, I'll keep driving for years and years and years. So I love the freedom. Love me to come up here because I got a load out of Texas to Arkansas, picked up a load in Arkansas to eastern Pennsylvania, dropped my loaded trailer in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, bobtailed from there all the way up to Groton. And I'm staying in my truck rather than the hotel. Yeah.
Freightliner.
Yeah, 2012 Freightliner Cascadia. Yeah, it's very cool.
Just to ride around it. We got a Kenworth T600 at the Aerodyne.
Right.
Sleeper on it. There's
Right.
2 of us in there.
Oh, you're a team driver.
Oh yeah. We go. Used to leave Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. And we go non-stop all the way across to be in LA in like 47 hours.
Wow.
It's like a train. We just blast.
You better trust that guy so you can sleep, right?
That's what, it was like we just flipped back and forth all the way, back and forth, non-stop. We stopped, put fuel in. It was like a pit stop. Take the trash out, get some snacks, put some fuel in, logbook, boom, down. You know, we try to keep under a half hour in the truck stop and just keep moving. You know.
I've never drove team other than with a trainer, and I was going to kill him. So I decided to let him live instead.
No, you had to know the guy you're running with because, like you said, your life depended on it.
Right. Well, he was not a very good driver, and I was just right out of CDL school, and he was telling me to do this, do that, and I'm like, no way, man. It's like, I just got my license, I'm not going to lose it.
What was he wanting you to do?
Oh, just like, he didn't think you should slow down when you went into a rest area. He thought you should go in there like 55, 60 miles an hour. I'm like, well, that's silly. You know, why do that? You know, slow down a little bit so you're not so hard on your brakes and you can do it safely. Same thing with like changing lanes. He didn't want you to do a gradual lane change. He wanted you to do a rapid lane change. Like, no, that's not what they do.
On, you just it over. Put your blanket on,
right.
It over.
Stuff like that.
If somebody sneaks up alongside you, what do you do?
Right. So he's the kind of guy to go through the intersection in 6th gear. And it was like, no, I think I'll do like 3rd gear. So he just had bad driving habits. But if I had a team driver like that, I would never make it. But
I rode with a couple of different guys. Usually out like 3 weeks at a time. We like go out to the coast, deliver, and then we go like to San Francisco. We come down to Arizona, then hop over to Texas, then we go to Wisconsin, maybe back west, and then we come back to New Jersey. We're like hopping all over the place. So,
say hi to Facebook Live.
How you doing? It was pretty cool. I did it for 5 years over the road.
5 years of driving. Team driving. That's hard. It's hard driving.
Yeah, we were gone. Sometimes almost a month we were gone.
Right.
But it was cool. I got to see the country. I don't regret doing it. It's a good time.
Why did you quit driving, if I can ask?
I still drive. I drive a dump truck now.
Oh, okay.
I have a triaxle dump truck. I'm home every day.
Right.
It's easy load and easy unload.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's different, but I'm so familiar with driving a truck. It's like second nature. It doesn't really. Where it's like, oh, you know, isn't that kind of scary or intimidating? Nah, it doesn't bother me. The morons you gotta watch out for. I have like a sixth sense for stupidity now.
That's right.
You can see them coming down the on-ramp. They're like texting. You know, they're coming down 70 miles an hour down the on-ramp. You know they're gonna want to get in on you.
They're not even looking.
They're not even looking. Not even looking.
I call them like kamikaze drivers. You know?
I just hold the wheel straight. Hey, I can't move over. There's a guy next to me. If you want to go for it, you have two choices. Slow down, speed up.
Right.
You know, or you're going over the guardrail because I'm not wrecking to let you on.
That's right. Yeah, you know, when they get mad that you didn't move over for
Oh yeah,
them.
they get mad. You're the jackass because you're not moving over. Well, I can't move over because there's a car right here.
No, do they go around you and then put on the brakes?
That's my favorite. when they realize that their exit is here, they're on alongside you. They come ripping up next to you, cut you off to get off the exit, and you look in your mirror and there's nobody behind you. For like a half mile. Oh, you couldn't wait 2 seconds to get off behind me? You gotta cut me off and risk death to get off your exit?
Right.
You know?
Because now it's about payback.
Now it's about payback. I had one guy do it once. I could literally hear the tires screeching as he went across my grill. He got off the exit. I could hear him going around the exit. I could hear the tires screeching on his car. He's literally almost crashing going around the corner.
Right.
He was going too fast. 25-mile-an-hour exit.
Right.
He's doing 70.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Seen a lot of crazy stuff out there.
Well, have you ever been in any accidents yet? Nothing serious?
I've seen a lot of accidents.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't had any problems.
I try to put in a little extra safety margin. So, you know, it's like human error. I don't want to push it to the limit because then something will happen.
My saying that I always say is, easy does it will get you there.
Right.
There's no sense racing. Like we ride motorcycles around. It's just dangerous. Take your time, there's no trouble. Just race around like an idiot, you're going to have problems.
Now, what's your name?
Pete.
Pete?
Pete.
What's your last name?
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Steve's brother-in-law.
Okay. Now, were you on the Groton?
No, I just came along with Steve to check it out.
We rode the motorcycles up Horizon.
Okay, you rode motorcycles together. Cool.
Steve told us about this event and we wanted to come along and check it out.
Right. Are you glad you came?
Oh yeah, this is great. I especially like the stories these guys are saying.
Right, right.
We went on the Nautilus the other day. We were checking that out, and Steve was explaining, you know, different goings on in there. It was pretty interesting.
Right. I went on Nautilus today. You know, it's like I'm not leaving until I visit the Nautilus.
Yeah.
Then I bought way too much stuff from the gift store. She rang that up. I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, what was so damn expensive? She's like, it's not what was expensive, it's how much you got.
You got enough room in the trunk for it?
Yeah. Yeah, it fit in 2 bags, so.
What kind of stuff do you haul usually?
Well, I drive for Crete. So I'm the owner-operator Crete Carrier. We do general freight, dry van. But I have hauled the reefer before.
Oh, that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Reefers. The truck stop, because we were bed bugging. We wanted to just, when we get to the truck stop, we wanted to sleep. In the middle of the night, a reefer would pull up next to you, and all you hear was bang, reefer going. Oh my gosh. So we turned the truck around, pointed the other way, so you didn't have to hear that damn reefer burning all night. And you hear that, it was the cattle hauler. Did you ever have a cattle hauler pulling that? This thing's kicking the trailer. You're trying to sleep, you know what I'm saying?
And they smell.
Stink. So you know. Oh, I can tell you stories.
But the thing with the reefers are, they bring you the ice cream.
They do.
So you can't.
They do. They bring a lot of neat stuff. You know, minus 20 degrees.
Right.
But when you're trying to sleep, it's rough.
I use earplugs. Yeah.
Earplugs?
Earplugs. Every night.
I guess you have to. I mean, if you're you're hooked to that thing, it's even louder. Like Tony called.
Alright guys, it's good talking to you.
Yeah, good talking to you. Careful out there, huh?
Now, anytime you want to replay this, it'll be on Facebook.
I've been following you up there
okay.
for a while.
Nice meeting you.
We watch this movie. Let's roll, right?
Rowe and Daniels jumped in.
Jack Daniels.
Or what was his name?
Let's go back to the.
Something name.
I thought we had one.
No, I still want to.
Oh.
Open the windows.
Yucket. Was it Yucket? Or Yukit? Yucat? Yucat? Any Underwood didn't show up. No.
Hey, it's not my robbing people's purses. Did you find anything?
No, I was looking for a
Yes, we're saying fuck San Juan. Yes, goddamn.
Every time I see
And the Augusta.
Yes. So he's and the Alexandria. So he shows
Hey,
up.
have fun hitting Sea Mountain.
Okay. And the Boston.
And the Boston.
Everybody who's off, we have to take. I swear to God, this is exactly what dude showed up at PMT where I was at. His name was Federer. He was an A-gang. And he comes on, and I go, what are you on? It's San Juan Battle. He's got a San Juan hat on because he hasn't been issued a hat. And I look at him and go, what boat are you on? And looking at the San Juan, he's like, he looks at me like, I was on the San Juan. Like, I'm crazy. And I was on the Groton. And he goes, I'm sorry, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
My wife in housing, everybody lived around us in housing, because I was gone all the time. And they go, what about your husband? He's on the Groton. Oh, I'm sorry.
One year was
326.
He had an average 63% off tempo for the first 3 years I was on the boat. Correct. So what was the longest away from home for? 1 year. Your voice is wrong. Average 60%. So we were at home. I went to the bed run. That's giving, I think. 1 year it was worse than that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Great
That's why I had a great time. I took over my shift. I have first classes working for me. Yes. Actually, they call it oil leak. It's like, that's all you
Anything you want to say at Facebook Live?
No, I can't think of it.
Anybody that's not here you wish was here?
Oh yeah, Mike Bear, Rusty Shoemade, Tyrone Hedrick, John Matuza, Rich Mahal. You said Rich Mahal?
Oh yeah, I know Rich. I haven't heard from him since 1989 or 1990. He went to Alaska. He told me he was going to Alaska.
That's where he went down.
Wow.
He said he was going to do something. He did it.
Yeah. Because he's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Right. He's a radio man.
E.T.
Yeah. Well, right. He worked with Dave Alters.
Yeah.
Him and Dave were real tight.
Well, they were real good friends. Oh yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, him and Dave. Super Dave.
Yeah, I wish Dave Alters was here. He's in everything. Why isn't he not here?
Well, you're going to have to ask him to call. He's a single dad, so it's a little hard for him to just drop and come up here.
All right, guys. Enjoy your evening. We'll make another round. If you think of something, let me know.
Okay.
Okay guys, we're losing battery power, so we're going to try to charge it up. Bear with me. If we get cut off because the battery's going dead. Battery's going dead. The battery's going dead. I give him a 2-minute warning that we go off air and turn it off to recharge. Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, we're going to turn this off now. The phone will recharge quicker if it's turned off. So I got a Galaxy Note 8. It's a brand new phone. It's just a matter of, we've been doing this for a few hours now. So check back in about 15-20 minutes. This is part 4, and then we'll do part 5 once the phone's recharged. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in a little bit.